Let me tell you about this before we leave, bro. I was having a conversation with a cracker, and
them crackers on the loose, boy.
That motherfucker said, the problem is that we white people, we don't like the word white privilege. So when you say that we have white privilege, we just turn off to it.
and that's like, indeed white privilege.
I was like, listen to what you say, yo. I said, you doing white privilege.
You tell me I got money and power. When you say, hey, Mr. Money and Power, I just don't like to listen to you because I don't like how that sounds to my money and power.
White privilege is so great that you have the privilege of saying, you need to come up with a way that I like to hear for me to even listen to you.
The way you're talking to me, I don't like it.
And it's because I have no incentive to listen to you. And for me, I have an incentive for every white person that I can get to understand that white privilege exists. It's actually I have an incentive for that.
I have stake.
Exactly, I have stake in that. So that alone is a privilege. Like you even saying that to me proves my point of you saying, figure out a way.
This Negro's words are burning my ears of boredom. Please learn another dialect to great.
I was like, black people had to come up with a way to convince their oppressor to listen to them, or it's their fault. I was like, man, and I was like, and that's what they asked black people to do. We was at work and we was having a conversation about equality, right? And Shawty said she was talking about how Planned Parenthood was created to do away with the black race and have black girls abort their babies and so on and so forth, right? I said, right, I know that, but why are you saying this statistic when you don't care about young black women? And she said, what? Of course, the racist answer, I care about everyone, right? And I said, well, I know you don't care about young black women because me and you have had talks where you always have a problem with inclusion. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you have a problem with inclusion at the workplace and this and that, right? And she was like, well, I have a problem with inclusion because, and then she was like, I shouldn't have to be on a 2-hour conference call to talk about LGBTQ and stuff like that, right? And then she said,
she's striking at the game.
And then she said that work is not the place for it, right? And I said, that's
racist statement.
I told my homeboy, I said, you notice that's what they say? And I said, and it's crazy because they think that they believe what they're saying. Because wherever you're at, it ain't the place for it. If it's work, it ain't the place. If it's school, it ain't the place.
If it's church,
it ain't the place. If it's while the national anthem playing, it ain't the place. If it's before a football game, it ain't the place. If it's before a basketball game, it ain't the place.
If it's on the court while I'm watching the basketball, it ain't the place.
It's wherever I'm not. It's wherever I'm not. And they don't even notice that they have a problem with where it's wherever they are. If you want to do that shit at your house, that's the place. How I'm gonna preach equality in my house?
They know.
Exactly.
They know what we need in here.
It ain't no equality in my house. I pay the bills.
Well, that's how I feel about my land.
Exactly.
I pay the bills.
But I pay the bills out there with you too, with my taxes. We all pay the bills out there. In the house, it ain't no equality. But that's my point. It's like, y'all believe this shit, so it make you say, I'm not what you saying I am, but you are. And it's because you fine with it as long as you never have to see it.